Ladies and gentlemen, please, would you bring your attention to me? I'm about to talk about what you see in the title. Black Hole Toys and Demoniacal Fit, one and the same? Now, you know, it could seem like a little far-fetched, but, you know, I'll zoom in on this picture real quick and then we're gonna swipe left. As you can see, Demoniacal Fit, this Black Hole Toys product says Demoniacal Fit 2022. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to my good man Unleashed Courage for sharing this picture with me. But also, I want to give credit to the gentleman El Cuarto, because I believe this is the first person I ever heard say that this is the same company or this is the branching off or separation. So Demoniacal Fit stayed as Demoniacal Fit, but many people from that company separated and did their own thing, and now we have Black Hole Toys. Hence, you know, the footage I put in the beginning of the video, which might have been a bit long, but I thought it was adequate for what I was trying to articulate. And that is Black Hole Toys splintered off from Demoniacal Fit, and as we know in the story, that portion that split off, you know, particularly with Boo, took most of the power, and that's how it seems to be even in life, right? Because Demoniacal Fit is now sparsely putting out releases, and now that they've sparsely putting out releases, it seems like Black Hole Toys is able to release sometimes multiple things in a very short time period and have the QC still be on point. The QC was able to be kept intact from Demoniacal Fit people, and they also putting out projects that I'm not gonna say was necessarily completely promised by Demoniacal Fit, but yeah, I think they were promised. Like, for example, you have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which Demoniacal Fit promised. The only difference is Demoniacal Fit promised to, you know, adjust the height of Super Saiyan 4, because Super Saiyan 4 is supposed to be a taller, buffer form. You do get taller and buffer with that form. See Vegeta. And we could assume the same thing happens with Goku, right? Even the Time Patroller Goku from Dragon Ball Heroes was promised by Demoniacal Fit, and now DF is also putting out that figure, you know, in a limit breaker form at the very least, right? So this is a very curious situation. The projects that were once promised by Demoniacal Fit are now being dropped by Black Hole Toys. Now, somebody could also look at it this way too. I want to present this part of the perspective where they could look at it as, well, maybe it's just Demoniacal Fit straight up rebranding, and maybe they just operating out of both companies. Now, one thing I would say is that would throw that off is that when people put in pre-orders for, you know, the most controversial figure that DF has promised us yet, the future Gohan, they put the pre-orders under the pretense of being Demoniacal Fit. So they must fulfill the pre-orders under the Demoniacal Fit unless they let us know that, hey, we're changing our brand and all the pre-orders will be fulfilled under Black Hole Toys or something like that. But they haven't done that. Black Hole Toys just straight up put up their own set of pre-orders from Demoniacal Fit. And not only that, when we seen the original renders from Black Hole Toys, my bad. When we seen the original renders for Future Gohan from Black Hole Toys, it was pretty much the same exact renders that Demoniacal Fit was using. But then, by the time we saw it a second time, they had updated the renders to actually be more accurate to the anime. So it looks even better than the Demoniacal Fit renders at this point in time. And assuming that they still release it, and at this point, and you know, during this point in time, you'll see pictures popping up on the screen and whatnot. But really, a lot of these projects that were promised by Demoniacal Fit, Black Hole is now uptaken, and this, I'm going to use this as a point in reference as to probably why Demoniacal Fit has slowed down so much, because it seems that Black Hole Toys took most of the power, like in the beginning of the video where we saw Evil Boo took most of the power. Or if you know, well, you didn't really see it, but you know, lore wise, Evil Boo was more stronger than Fat Boo, because he took most of the power during the split. And I think that's what happened with Black Hole Toys. Black Hole Toys took most of the power during the split. And Black Hole Toys is at this point in time willing to participate with other companies and collab. Like we seen some stuff where they might be collabing with OC Toys, which has some Vegetos on the horizon. And it's ultimately, they really making, Demoniacal Fit look kind of bad. In fact, they're kind of taking a spot in terms of what Demoniacal Fit did best. It was good at QC, and it was also good at, giving you, like, for example, a premium Bandai exclusive if you had missed out on it, and giving you more accessories with that premium Bandai exclusive. Case in point being, for example, the Ultra Instinct Omen Goku, Ultra Instinct Sign, whatever you want to call them. They released that figure as the Tenacious Martialist Demoniacal Fit did. And not only did they give you the Ultra Instinct Sign faces and hair, they gave you a Super Saiyan Blue set of hair and faceplates with it, and an action figure stand. So they were willing to give you more bang for your buck. If Demoniacal Fit could tap back into that niche where they're starting to, release premium Bandai exclusives with more accessories, then they could definitely stay relevant. That's an excellent niche, because nobody's really doing that like that, But they would have to move quick, fast, in a hurry before, they mess around and Black Hole Toys just start operating in that way. Then what they gonna do? They would just have to start putting out stuff that, we never think they would put out, like that Bandit Yamcha. They would have to put out a Goku with the bonnet. They had to start going crazy. And now this part of the video, at this point in time, if you're hearing it now, you're getting kind of to the rambling part of the video where we just talking about what, DF could potentially do to stay relevant. And of course, they would kind of probably stay relevant regardless, because Demoniacal Fit has its fan base, the people that love their product, and understandably so. When Demoniacal Fit does drop, it don't be really duds unless, I don't think it's a dud unless it's just some shit like why. Like, for example, they announced a Kaioken Goku, and basically the appeal of it, they pull in a Tamashi. The appeal of it is this one piece, which is a skirt piece, so you can make your 24,000 Battle Power Vegeta have the Saiyan Saga look, And like, for all intended purposes, it's like, what is the point of that release, But people are gonna get it, much like Tamashi when they put their different pieces with a certain figure or release. They're gonna buy it just to get that piece, so they can make their 24,000 battle power or power level Vegeta into a Saiyan Saga Vegeta, and that's fair enough, right? What can you say about that? Ultimately, we're gonna see what future not Demoniacal Fit. See, I'm confusing them. The Black Hole Toys releases say in terms of the packaging. Like when we see the Gokus, the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, when we see even more future releases, because it could have been at a point where, like, for example, the box that I'm showing you on the screen, this could have been made at a point where the separation hadn't been completed, or who knows, right? Who knows? It could have been separation hasn't been completed, and as I said before, it could be a thing where they just operating and rebranding. But I said why I don't think that's probably the case. That's probably not the case. But all that being said, yeah, Demoniacal Fit and Black Hole Toys seem to have been one and the same. It's just, is that the case anymore? Seems like that's not the case anymore, and ultimately, we'll see how things go. Is Demoniacal Fit out of the game just yet? Out of the race? Nah. There's still a couple maneuvers I think they got up their sleeve, or that they can not even up their sleeve, that we don't know about. This stuff that we see like plainly that they could do, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If they release their Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that'll save them for a bit. If they release their Ultra Instinct Goku 2, that will save them for a bit. On the Ultra Instinct Goku they had planned on 3.0 mode, that can save them for a bit. They just have to be more consistent, and also just communicate more. That's the biggest thing. Like, don't put up a pre-order and then just never communicate. That's the biggest thing. That's why Taunton has been able to survive so long, even though, as much as I love Taunton has had a lot of delays with the figures. But because they seem to give us consistent enough updates that, you know, people be like, okay, this thing is coming along, it's coming along. We saw a render for that future Gohan and never saw anything else about it. Just a render. But with all that being said, you know, this has been Bombastic Plastic. You know, the likes and the comments, always greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out, helps me out, helps everything to grow. And soon we'll be over 6,000 strong. I think last I checked before I started recording, it was like 4 subscribers off from that. So, hey man, I appreciate it very much, you know. Like, we're coming a long way, you know. Sometimes I think it's not fast enough, but really sometimes I tell people like, oh really, you're already at 6,000? I'm like, already? It feels like it took forever, but you know, we here, and I appreciate the support. I think I can probably, you know, at this rate, if I'm consistent enough, we could probably get to maybe 10 or 12,000 by the end of the year. If we could get higher than that, ooh baby. But either way, you know, I'm rambling again. This is my Bombastic Plastic. Stay fantastic. Have a blessed day.